Hey, it's Crusader here. Tuesday afternoon. Yesterday I went out and did some raiding and came back and did some just kind of experimenting with the monster hunting on a level 4 and just trying to figure out what was the best setup to go with that. And the first run I did was not great. I used Bomb and Goblin and the Sage, Elementalist, and Fire and Ice, and 122. I didn't pop any buffs or anything like that. Second one I added Rose and 164, and I'm well aware that there is a progressive battle attack boost damage increase, and I wasn't so much concerned with that as I was in her ability to heal and to see what the actual debuff is from the Rhino Horn. So I did this a couple of times, put in Pixie, and it was kind of weird to see her not really gain her ability very quickly. And then I put in, did her 3 times. Then I put in Lore Weaver and 284. We're up to 284 from 188. It's a 1% jump almost. And the reason why is because she got off 3 heals in this battle. And I thought that was kind of interesting. I know not everybody has Lore Weaver and not everybody can buy, but look at her her magic abilities almost capped, and there she's got 1. That's her first one that goes. And they fight through it again, and again, this is not crazy. Oh, look at me go damage. It's a level 4 monster, so it's going to be difficult to take out. Almost dead, gets another heal off though, and that's pretty good. So I follow this through to the end of this level 4 Noceros's life, and every single one, and I probably hit it 20 times, every single one, she gets her heals off, heals in the last 10 seconds, and able to put out some more DPS after that. So I kept going through. I did this twice. Kept going through, see what she was doing. I think it gets up to 480, 489. I've done 15 hits in a row on this guy, and I'm up to 489, and she's still doing the 3 heals, keeping them up. 5 damage, 26%. 5 damage, and there was only 24 left, and I didn't want anybody to snake it from me, so I added an extra one. Looks like it used all 5. But just for your own consideration, Lore Weaver did pretty well there in relationship to Rose Knight and to Pixie. I got a couple more things I want to show you on a raid that I did, looking for any kind of feedback you want to give me. I'm not very fast when I attack for some reason. I know that I got to get that up there. I'm also still T3. Hit like, hit subscribe, and leave any comments that you got. Cheers. All right, so what are my walkaways from this battle? First of all, a lesson for Soul AFI. You gotta make sure that your wall heroes are set. Scarlet, Trickster, and Pixie don't make up for the best defense group out there. Scarlet and Trickster are kind of utility heroes to kind of help you behind the scenes, and yes, Pixie's boosts your siege. There's just better options available. So when I looked at this, I was like, yeah, it's a little bit more than I want to take. And that's just because I'm super conservative when I like to go out and attack. But I was like, hey, what the heck? So I tried to counter the army here by only going guard and only going sniper and cavalry. So on my attack, then I crushed him on the first one, I think. I lost 7.9k troops. He didn't lose any, but I knocked out 243 in the first hit. I kind of like to look at the report just to see what I have on my list next. So my first mistake was probably, well, it's not in this attack. I think this attack was pretty decent. Took out all their cavalry, got some siege left, a little bit of sniper, and about 1.5 Royal Guard. So not a bad hit at all. Actually, pretty decent hit. The other thing I like to do is I actually like to watch the battle. I don't know why. Sorry if this is boring, but I like to see how fast the wall goes down so I can, wow, that's quick. Really took that out fast. Because I'm in a ranged phalanx and I don't have any infantry, my cavalry rush ahead of the ranged, and so this is a really decent phalanx to attack in when there's a wall present. And as you can see, I'm kind of going through them like a hot knife through butter, really. My morale is still super high, and well, theirs isn't. So they'll probably turn and run in a few seconds, and I'm gonna jump up and down because I'm super excited because my army won. And so that brings us to the next attack, which I made a couple mistakes. Still hit him pretty hard, and no doubt there. 2,000 dead. That's because he's got some pretty decent infirm space. But I should have probably changed my phalanx, but since they were in cav phalanx, it really didn't matter. But I think the biggest mistake that I made was sending in snipers. Not sure why I did that. Because there was no reason to send them in, and he still had a ton of Royal Guard. So I was a little bit, I just wasn't thinking all the way through. But all in all, another second good hit. I didn't lose much at all. I think 15,000 for the whole of this fight, which is pretty decent. And then, yeah, he had a few. I captured the leader, woot woot, and he had a few phalanxes, a few holy mackerel. A few siege that I had to contend with at the end of the day. So that's kind of like the system that I like to do after I go ahead and hit somebody. I just like to check it out and see what's going on with that. I returned to my hive, sort of, and asked for some rains just in case they attacked, but they didn't attack, and and it was all good at the end of the day. I usually always shield when I go to sleep and I don't care if I have troops. I don't care if I have heroes with me. I'll put a bounty on it, and if they pay it, they pay it, and if they don't, then I send it back. But that's just me. Hope you enjoyed. Again, like, subscribe, and give me some feedback because I'm still learning the game too. Have a great one, guys and gals.